later, so half an hour after the final whistle. And that for Glasgow is pretty much for all of the World Cup matches. For Edinburgh, venues will have to kind of sort of indicate that they want to do that. This is all really important. The benefit to pubs is clear, it's obvious. We know how important these games are. In fact, for the first England group match, bookings for venues like this one are already up by more than 60%. So it is a really, really big deal. And in fact, obviously, the fact that we have two home nations in the tournament is even bigger, because it means potentially if one of them gets all the way to the final, fingers crossed, we could be talking about 55 million extra pints being sold, pints being poured by people like Dawn. Good morning.
So yeah, it's fun.
So it's good. So hopefully the World Cup will be quite inspiring for the team.
I think so, definitely, for the players, for the team, for everything, for the community. I think it's just a really exciting time for the nation.
And you'll be here quite a lot, I imagine?
We certainly will, yes.
Fantastic. I think quite a lot of people will be enjoying the hospitality in the Garrick's Head and other places, Charlie and Naga, across the course of the tournament. Not long to go.
Peter, thank you very much. Have a lovely cup of coffee.
Enjoying the hospitalities. Time to get the news, travel and weather where you are. See you very shortly.
Bound. The Suffragette line has a reduced service. That's Barking Riverside to Gospel Oak. But as you can see there, it's not too bad. All other lines are running a good service. That takes us to today's weather. Here's Corazon.
Hello, good morning to you. So heatwave conditions are looking very likely over the coming days, and blue skies and sunshine, and that sunshine is really going to raise those temperatures. Light winds as well from the south. Look at those highs, 26, maybe even 27 degrees Celsius today. Now this evening and overnight we'll have, and then over the coming days, well, that is an outlook that speaks for itself.
Doesn't it just? Okay, yeah, that's it from us. We're of course back in half an hour.
Hello, welcome back. You watch Your Breakfast with Naga Manchetti and Charlie State.
Time now is 29 minutes past 6. People who use their own vehicles for work, like carers and...
Hello, welcome back. You watch Your Breakfast with Naga Manchetti and Charlie State.
Bye-bye.
Hello, welcome back. You watch Your Breakfast with Naga Manchetti and Charlie State.
Time now is 29 minutes past 6. 23 minutes to 7. Mike is having a look at who we're going to find out is going to be in Thomas Tuchel's England squad later. I'm imagining, Mike, that you're going to have, like, you know, those cards, those football cards, and like you're picking and mixing.
Yeah, like I've also got my crystal ball.
Yeah,
the tea leaves telling us all. Good morning. Well, earlier this week on Breakfast, we focused on the Scotland squad for the World Cup when that was announced. And now today, attention turns to the England head coach, Thomas Tuchel, who has been on the phone over the last day or so to tell the players who've not made the cut that they won't be on the plane, that dreaded phone call. And with many details leaked, it's sure that when the squad of 26 who are going is made public this morning, there'll be some raised eyebrows. The debate amongst fans has already started, I tell you, on social media. Well, Tuchel has already identified captain Harry Kane, of course, Declan Rice and John Stones as the key members of his leadership group. Some of his biggest dilemmas have been in defence, where there have been injury and fitness issues. Stones, well, he's just made only 4 Premier League starts this season for Manchester City, but it's his experience that seems to count in his favour. At right back, all eyes will be on whether Trent Alexander-Arnold makes the cut. He is expected to, along with central defenders Mark Gahey and Ezri Konsa. Harry Kane will be England captain and first-choice striker, but the race to be his understudy is intense. It is understood Tuchel is considering taking 3 strikers. Well, having missed out on the previous squad, Ollie Watkins has certainly forced himself back into contention with a brilliant run of 11 goals in 14 games for Aston Villa. And he's now, of course, as well, a Europa League winner. But the surprise seems to be Ivan Toney, who has been in hot form, but in the Saudi Arabian League, which is considered a lower standard than the Premier League. Much of Tuchel's reign has been dominated by the debate over who will be his creative number 10. Well, he shocked many last October by leaving out Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham, but he's now back in favour and he's likely to be joined by Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers, with Cole Palmer only recently seen as one of the brightest young stars set to miss out, basically a result of poor form for club Chelsea. And another absentee to get tongues wagging is likely to be Manchester City midfielder Phil Foden. in the middle there, who are set to miss out along with Manchester United defender Harry Maguire, who's now 33. We know he got the dreaded call when he posted on social media that he was shocked and gutted at the decision to leave him at home. So the World Cup takes place across the USA, Mexico and Canada starting on the 11th of June, with England among the favourites to win it, and confirmation of the England squad will be at 11 o'clock today. The BBC Sport website and app will keep you right up to date as it happens, and you can indeed join the discussion on BBC Sport as we build up to England's World Cup squad announcement. Elsewhere in football, it's still all to play for both Puttery and Ipswich next season. Middlesbrough have now been making sudden preparations for the playoff final at Wembley after Southampton, as we know, were thrown out for spying on them. Well, the borough manager says he does feel sympathy towards many people at Southampton, including the fans.
Supporters paying tickets. And for those, massive for some players that was not involved and tried to. There's a lot of sympathy for different things. There's a lot of sympathy for our fans. It's for Hull supporters in terms of.
Now, thousands of Aston Villa fans line the streets of Birmingham into the evening for the club's Europa League victory parade. Fans turned out with flags and flares as they celebrated the club's first major European trophy since 1982. Following the 3-0 victory over Freiburg in the final on Wednesday in Istanbul. Tyrone Mings addressed the crowd, telling the supporters the team had one hell of a party.
Too right.
Absolutely, you've got to make the most
Great
of it.
celebration.
Wait so long.
Great celebration.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
6:42.
How's your brain feeling today?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
You're
well,
sharp.
it's all
Engaged
full of
brain.
England players and World Cup facts and figures, but
More
looking
tests,
at that, wow.
more to learn.
Yeah.
It is time to reveal because you're so good at multitasking.
I'm notoriously bad at doing all of those. I've said so before. I find them completely confounding.
I know you do. It's 16 minutes to 7. Right, today's Rise and Shine.
A very limited service will run over the next 2 days, with passengers being advised only to travel if necessary. Members of the TSSA union are walking out over rest day working payments. The water campaign group River running okay. Right, on to the weather with Corazon.
Hello, good morning to you. So heatwave conditions are looking very likely over the coming days, and over the bank holiday weekend, that high pressure continuing to build with the sunshine as well. We're going to see those temperatures soar over the coming days. Well, that is an outlook that speaks for itself.
How lovely. Okay, that's it. We're back in half an hour. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.